talking sports. It's in the game.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone, and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 6. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one complete to Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On the carry, this is Scott. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brendan, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Browns 6, Bengals nothing.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd down, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Now inside the 25. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Ford. And effective running here. He'll take it down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Now Burrow. But he's got his man here, Beasley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To the air again, Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. Burrow's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They run with Ford. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now 3rd down and very long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to Mixon on second down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduated the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Burrow now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Burrow changing things up here. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
McPherson on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This is Smith to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They'll look to throw here. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
1st down.
They'll run with Scott. Down at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 15. Throw left side, he's got Tillman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Ford. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This a 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Ford trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Scott looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Bengals 17.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it.
It's just called, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
It's Mixon on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame woofing has turned into results.
Here we go. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ballard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completes to Njoku. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Right back to Njoku. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's 2nd down and 3. He'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Here we go. Here we go. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles.